how much history there is between these two players, it's not going to be a lot, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I mean, Godly's only participated in 4 tournaments as of late, and he's gotten a gold medal in all of them. And on the other side, Flamethrower, he's been around for a while, but you haven't seen those peaks. You haven't seen him really reach those spots that he would generally run into a Godly.
It is going to be a 0-0 history between these two players. So this is the first time they're really facing one another in tournament. So it's definitely going to be an interesting thing to see how this one shakes up, because if we're looking at recent placements, Spring Championships, of course, the gold medal for Godly, but on the other side, Flamethrower coming in not even inside of top 8. So that alone would tell me that Godly has enough to take this one pretty handedly, but we'll see how this one shakes up. We have the Ember coming in, seen several Ember players today.
Yeah, Godly looking good. He's playing this one a little bit more patient. He's kind of picking and choosing when he's going in. You're not seeing kind of gas pedal, and you're also not seeing any of kind of the I wouldn't say necessarily wonky picks, but you're not seeing like that Giro or that Caspian that we saw in his earlier match. But that's going to be a punish and a KO for Flamethrower.
That was a really interesting thing that Godly just went for there, making sure to charge that one while Flamethrower wasn't anywhere near him. Not really sure what that was supposed to be from Godly.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just like reading the wrong book or got lost in translation, but either way, Flamethrower with great capitalization on that, right? Like just did the weapon toss down just in case, and then the ground pound to guarantee it, and that really evened up the stock count where it was looking like Godly had it pretty handedly.
Swapping over to the Sword. Sword versus the Katars here on Brawlhalla. Flamethrower doing his best to find his way in onto Godly. Neutral Air's coming out. Neutral Air's okay. Flamethrower getting a little bit of a lead here. Let's see if he can extend this one and turn it into a stock.
Godly manages to avoid that recovery. Not sure if it would have KO'd. It is still small Brawlhalla, but that's a decent amount of defense on the Val, and of course, not too damaged, not quite in the red spot, but the neutral light almost puts Godly off screen, so he's got to have to be worried the N6 is going to KO.
Definitely on Brawlhalla, going to have no trouble getting the KO there. Fair bit of force on that signature, even though Ember is sort of a lower strength legend. Definitely a low defense legend. But that doesn't seem to really be coming into play here on Brawlhalla. Of course, we also have Godly playing Val, a low strength legend as well. So the KO potential without signatures involved is definitely going to be lower for Godly as well.
It is kind of crazy to me, the momentum on this one, right? Like, you're not seeing huge momentum that you would have expected from Godly. Again, multi-time gold medalist in the year. And on the other side, Flamethrower's just been getting multiple hits. He's been getting those extended strings. Godly will clean it up. But this is looking more like if Simple was playing on Godly's account, right? Like, it's just like picking and choosing very quick, short bursts and very safe damage.
See him backing up there. He knows he's at the range disadvantage if we're talking about gauntlets into bow. Finding his way in.
Oh, here we go.
Beautiful string. One more hit. Flamethrower is probably going to be orange. There's the neutral air, that stacked option. There is Flamethrower turning orange. That weapon toss almost maybe conking him on the head.
And you see the positioning from Godly. He's not in position for that side sig over the corner. He's playing it smart, and he's going to get it down light. Side air will get game number 1 in favor of Godly.
There's that D-Light recovery. That was the one that opened it up, gave Godly a massive lead that just kind of fell apart very quickly after that neutral signature that he used over on the edge. That Flamethrower was able to immediately punish. There's the D-Light side air, ending that one up. Not with a bang, but with a little bit of a whimper.
Yeah, I mean, it was really smartly played from Godly, right? He, like, waited for the exclamation points. You saw Flamethrower sitting on the wall a little too long, and once you hit those 3 exclamation points, you don't get your jumps back for touching the wall. So Godly was like, all right, now that you're not going to get anything for touching this wall, I'm going to just KO you quick and clean. And now we're going back into game number 2, where they're on the same map, small Brawlhalla.
Same characters, same map, same skin setup, basically same everything. But if you're a Flamethrower fan out there, you're going to be hoping for a different result. But if you're a Godly guy like myself, you're looking for the same result. Another Godly victory to put him up 2-0 in this best-of-5 set. Again, opening this one even stronger than the previous game. He was definitely into the yellow last game when he picked up the first KO. This time he is barely there, still kind of in the white.
He's feeling pretty confident, though. You saw that emote after getting the first KO. Godly, I mean, by the numbers, definitely should have this one, and he's clearly showing it a little bit. And he's probably going to be a lot safer with this one. Not going to go for that slide charge N-Sig where he gets weapon toss, but...
Started something big, possibility, and Flamethrower is going to clean it up. Nice bow ground pound to start that one off. Ton of force on that. That gave him plenty of time to rotate down over there so he could grab the GCD light into the ground pound for the unarmed KO.
Yeah, really good positioning from him as well, sitting kind of in that push-off column, expecting Godly to go up right against the wall. Caught him with the down light for it, and now we're back to even. But last time, it just swung in favor of Godly. There's a side sig over the corner. Doesn't hit the ground pound. Drifts a little too far to the left.
That could have been the stock there. We've seen two major moments on the edge. One that started off with the ground pound on the left for Flamethrower. The other one starting off with that signature on the right side from Godly, going right over that corner. He cleaned up the stock eventually, has a nice lead.
And he is denying weapons. Flamethrower is stuck on the side. Downlight doesn't get the jump for it. The weapon toss, and Godly going to take game number 2 in convincing fashion.
Didn't get that ground pound follow-up. That ended up shifting him way down low. Weapon toss came through, bonked him on the head, and that was the stock. That is very tough for Flamethrower. Now that he's definitely down 0-2. Oh, man, that's rough.
Yeah, just that slight misstep from Flamethrower, not getting above Godly for that ground pound, and great capitalization again from Godly, just being able to completely punish Flamethrower for not getting that hit and not getting the wall reset.
Low damage numbers coming out from both of these players. Flamethrower at 198. Now, part of that is because that last game just wasn't very long. Godly ended that one pretty quickly, and Godly also only did 358 damage because of that signature KO, or that led to the KO on the right side, put Godly in the power position. Those early KOs, and especially that last KO, was super early for Godly.
Yeah, they're getting those quick KOs. And you're seeing Godly build more and more confidence. He won game 2. You saw him emote twice. And now in game 3, he's definitely putting the pressure on a lot more on the Flamethrower. Backing up when Flamethrower comes in and catches him with the side sig. But the last 2 times they were in this position, Flamethrower immediately was able to bring it back with the edge guard.
And we're seeing Godly a little bit behind where he was, and not just last game, but also the game previous when he got that first stock. Now he's definitely in the orange, going to interrupt the recovery there. Thought he could go for a little bit more with the turnaround GCD light, swapping over to the sword, going for that weapon starve game against Flamethrower.
Well, Flamethrower does finally pick up a bow. Needs to complete this edge guard. Doesn't hit the side air, though, so Godly gets back up safely. Side sig thrown out. That's a burn dodge to do it, too, as a gravity cancel. Doesn't get the bounce pickup.
Didn't quite have enough damage on Godly's stock to get that really quick bounce, and obviously the recovery is going to pick up at sort of a 45-degree angle, whereas the ground pound's going to send straight down. So it wasn't quite in the proper position to be able to pick that one up. Definitely not true or anything like that. Godly still with a nice lead. Definitely has Flamethrower in the red. Flamethrower thanking his lucky stars he didn't get knocked out with that sword neutral air on this lower defense legend.
Yeah, and again, it is small Brawlhaven. That ceiling is a lot lower. Flamethrower knows one good hit from Godly could be the KO, and that will take him down to his final stock. So that was an easy punish for Godly.
Another bold gambit from Flamethrower, and it's virtually the exact same thing that he did moments before. He got punished before as well, but at least at that point he wasn't in KO damage. Oh, okay, the recovery almost taken off the top. Another one might do it. Even though Flamethrower's orange, it's the side signature. Godly gonna take that one 3-0 again. Another lower damage game. Now it is 514 compared to like the 381 that he did last game. So a more traditional damage number, but still extremely low, extremely efficient KOs coming out from Godly.
Yeah.